Shoplifting is utilized around us every day. From large corporations to self-owned businesses, people love to buy, and with that comes people who love to steal. Now, imagine yourself walking down the hallways of school, or walking down the streets on a busy road. 1 out of every 11 people you pass have shoplifted before. People who shoplift have no specific stereotype. What's the first group that comes to mind? Women? Men? Teenagers? Adults? In a study done by the University of Florida, it was found that women did in fact shoplift the most out of an observed group, except at stores like Home Depot and Dick's. Observing groups of people who shoplift isn't easy. There's no specific race who is more likely to shoplift. Since bias is present commonly today, shoplifting is considered something universal. But why shoplift? Many people shoplift because of the feeling it gives them. Shoplifting is even considered a consumption disorder or addiction by psychiatrist Gregory Lombardo from the New York Presbyterian Hospital. In an interview with a person who would like to remain anonymous revealed the following. Why do you shoplift?
Because I don't have the money to buy it.
When people shoplift, they experience thrill and excitement, or people can possibly steal out of anger, economic need, entitlement, boredom, and pressure. There are many reasons why people shoplift and some categories they might fall in. These categories are common thieves, drug or gambling addiction, impoverished, thrill seekers, absent-minded, kleptomaniacs, and addictive compulsives, according to Terrence Schulman, a psychotherapy networker. You can look at this type of behavior from the viewpoint of a shoplifter, but we wanted to see what it was like from the point of view of a store. Stores lose millions of dollars every year due to shoplifting. You may think that the only way shoplifting affects stores is through the loss of a product, but it takes a larger toll on stores. Do you know the effects of shoplifting on stores and workers?
I do not.
These effects can come in the form of profit loss, expenses for employee training on how to deal with it, and expensive software to catch shoplifters, all of which cost time and money from the store itself. According to an article written by John Colpatino, who owns a store, employees are given many training techniques in regard to dealing with shoplifting. They are told to talk to customers and look them directly in the eyes so the customer knows that they are watching. They are trained to watch cameras for suspicious behavior such as looking around a lot, carrying a large bag, or going into aisles where no one is at. We interviewed a worker at Target who had a lot to say about shoplifting.
What does Target do about shoplifting that they know of? Like I said, they try to catch it before it happens, so they'll be on the cameras, or we have asset protection walk around the store and try to see if they can see anything that's going on. We'll just try to be super friendly with the guests so that they know that we're right there, just in case anything is happening.
What are some ways or techniques you've seen people do it?
Typically people like to switch tags, so they'll put a lower price tag on an item that's costs more money, or they'll put a clearance tag on something that's not clearance.
In recent years, with the strike of the pandemic, shoplifting has been affected dramatically. With more people losing jobs and struggling to have a steady source of income, increasing numbers of people have turned to stealing to get what they can't afford anymore. The main change from the pandemic to before is now more people are stealing purely to survive. Hannah Deanham published an article on the Washington Post discussing the changes of shoplifting during the pandemic. She stated that federal food programs which have helped feed those in need are said to expire by the end of the year due to lack of funding and the increasing number of people who come to get food from them. People find the lines to get into these food programs very long and can just see it as a waste of time, so they decide to steal what they need instead. People often turn a blind eye to shoplifting and are only reminded of it when it's talked about in the media, but it occurs around us every day. From stealing drugstore makeup to food at a grocery store to expensive jewelry. Not only does it affect the company, but the workers, the producer, and even the people doing it.